Heavy. So today we're going to take a look at Game Doll from Ace Toys vinyl figure. Now this is a pretty big piece of plastic over here. It's 60 centimeters tall and it's heavy as fuck. So this is a third-party figure or statue because it only has like 3 articulation. You can only move its arms and its head. Now I bought this, sad to say, during the pandemic, during the second lockdown, because I was bored as shit. So I made the, how do you say, I didn't really think about it. I just pre-ordered it just because now it's here in my collection and now I have to deal with it. So with that being said, maybe let's take a look at this very big lady. And here's the game girl. So if you guys haven't noticed, this is that robotic thing from Squid Games, that red light, green light girl that kills everybody. Now I don't watch Squid Games, I'm not interested in that show, but the overall design of this particular figure got me interested, and the scale of it basically. Now there are 3 gripes I hate about this thing. First off, its elbows. You know what, maybe let's take a closer look at it. And here's a close-up of the gamer doll girl. Yeah, so my 3 gripes is her elbows don't articulate, unfortunately. It does look like it articulates from here, but in actuality, it's just painted to look like it's articulated for some stupid reason. Second, her eyes don't really have that red light up feature it had in the show. It's kind of a missed opportunity because her head is big enough to accommodate some batteries, honestly. And third, her eyes don't articulate. I mean, in the show, it goes all wonky, right? Like, they individually can move like a chameleon, which again, another missed opportunity. Now, I say this because this figure is big enough to accommodate all these features, but Ace Toys chose to just do the bare minimum, unfortunately. Yeah. Along with that, it looks nothing like what her show counterpart looks like, unfortunately. So yeah, a lot of negatives over this large 60 centimeter figure slash toy. Now, along with this, she does come with a voice box thingy-mabob here. Yeah, so it basically says the phrase she says when she starts the game, I guess. So if you guys want to hear it. Now this thing does come with its batteries, so that's nice of them to give us some batteries. And if I guess in the show, once she finishes saying this phrase, they do the green light, red light game thing. I don't know, you guys can correct me if you want. I don't watch the show, I'm not interested in watching the show. Honestly, I don't know why I bought this thing. So yeah, what else can I say about him? Her arms does articulate and her head articulates, so yeah, with that being said, maybe I'll put her in a very weird pose just to see how much she can articulate. So this is as much as she can articulate, basically. You can raise her arms and her, I guess her forearm does rotate and her head does rotate 180. So if I could take my sword here, just do like a little rotation. She is stable for what she is. She doesn't really fall easily. I have yet to have her fall over, so she's very stable. And yeah, let's try it. 1 rotation here. I should buy one of those rotating turntables all these other professional toy reviewers have. Right now I just have a janky stool and a sword rotating this thing. So yeah, hopefully this is helpful for anybody who's actually, you know, who sees this and wants any additional information about it. And yeah, also in my research I found out that this is based off of a real statue, apparently. So yeah, that's interesting. It's based off of a girl in South Korea that's like, I don't know, like a mascot. She's basically a mascot for educational books for children. I don't know, again, you guys can correct me if you want. But yeah, that's it. This is the Game Doll Girl, 60 centimeter, heavy, poorly painted third party whatever. Now I don't know a lot about Ace Toys. I've seen they do like Power Ranger stuff like these things here, but other than that they're pretty low-key as a toy developer. But I don't know, in the future they might come up with something cooler than this. But yeah, so you know what, with that being said, let's just take a closer gander at this very creepy girl. So here's somewhat of a closer look at the game doll girl. So you can see her eyes does have like a little gloss effect, but again it's missing that red. Well, if they could just put like a red LED there in the middle, that'd be cool, you know. It would make this figure worth the price point I bought it for, honestly. But yeah, so this is her head. Honestly, it does not look like what it looks like in the show, unfortunately. It's a dress, and like I said, her articulations here are just painted. It's not really articulated, and it's not really painted well either. But you can move her arm. Let's see if I can do this. You can move it like that. And she does have painted articulation on her wrist as well. And then her socky socks. And her shoey shoes, which already has some scuffages, as you can see there. Great. I didn't manhandle this thing at all. I've been very careful with handling it, but she always ends up with like some marks on her. Like as you can see here, her socks, she does suffer from, I don't know where she got this from, honestly. But yeah, this is her. Now, the voice, this voice thingy here, let's see if I get, yeah, this thing, it plugs up her, well, you know, I guess her butt. It plugs up like up there, if you guys could see. Yeah. But fair warning, once it's up there and it's flushed, like it's super in there, yeah, good luck trying to get this thing out because it's really snugged in there. So yeah, this is a close. She doesn't look too bad from this angle, you know? But if you like do it, she looks, yeah. In some angles, she does look pretty cool, honestly. Some angles, I don't regret buying her, but some angles, I'm like, what did I do? So yeah, this is, she comes with this thing, and that's about it. Again, this plastic is the type of plastic that really scuffs easily, so be sure if you plan to get her, just put her somewhere like not easy to reach, not easy to tip over, away from other figures, so the paint rub doesn't happen with other figures like what happens here. I think I leaned her against the wall, and as you can see, the wall kind of transferred its filth onto her socks. I don't know. Like every time I look at her, there's something, like there's a new scratch. Well, yeah, I hope this was helpful in some way. So with that being said, maybe let's put you somewhere in my room. So this is where I decided to put her, on the floor, unfortunately. There's no more room in my room. I mean, when I pre-ordered her, I had plenty of room to accommodate her, honestly, but now that she came, I have no more room. Even this gas thing that I honestly don't know why I bought is here, sitting in the corner. I don't know. Maybe when I find a new place, I'll have space for them. So this is my little humble review over this lady. Hopefully it was helpful. I mean, if anybody's interested in getting something weird and obscure and wants to waste a few bucks, there is like a 1/6 scale like Squid Game guards, another third party did here, and they do pair well, like they pair very well together if you want, so you can have a little like display option there. But for me, I think I'm done. This is like my, I don't want to say I regret it, but I'm glad she's here. It's just I could do without her, but she's here now, so I'm gonna just make the best of it, I guess. Maybe I'll put in the living room just to scare my wife. Yeah, I think I'll do that later. So yeah, with that being said, thanks for watching. Hopefully this was helpful. And with that being said, go get 'em.